Yeah, the bus idea is perfect for going darker and more unsettling. This one can lean heavily into atmosphere and that slow creeping dread. Let's make it feel quiet, inevitable, and then hit hard at the end. The Other Dimension, Episode 5, The Last Stop. Opening scene. Rain taps softly against a bus window. Streetlights blur past in long streaks of orange. It's late. Too late. Inside the bus, only a handful of passengers sit in silence. No one speaks. No one looks at each other. At the front, the driver stares straight ahead, unmoving. The sign above the windshield flickers. Route, night service. A man boards at the next stop. Daniel Reeves, mid-30s. Tired, distracted, he taps his card. No beep. He frowns. The driver says nothing. Daniel shrugs it off and sits near the middle. The doors close. The bus pulls away. Hack Act 1. Something feels off. Daniel checks his phone. No signal. Battery, 87% time. He looks around. Passengers. An elderly woman clutching a handbag. A teenage boy staring at the floor. A man in a suit, soaked like he's been in heavy rain. Too quiet. Daniel tries to make conversation. Bit late for a full bus, isn't it? No response. Not even a glance. Act 2. The first loop. The bus stops. Doors open. No one gets off. No one gets on. Doors close. Daniel frowns. Did anyone press the bell? No answer. They drive again. Same road, same streetlight, same turn. Daniel sits up. We've been here before. Act 3. Repetition. The bus stops again. Same stop. Same empty pavement. This time, the teenage boy presses the bell, but the bus doesn't stop. It keeps going. The boy whispers, "It doesn't matter." Daniel leans forward. "What do you mean?" The boy slowly looks up, eyes tired. None of us get off. Act 4, realization. Daniel stands, walks to the driver. "Excuse me, I need to get off." No response. "Hey!" The driver doesn't move, doesn't blink. Daniel reaches out and freezes. The driver's face is wrong, too still, too pale, like a mannequin. Daniel backs away, heart racing. Act 5, the truth creeps in. The elderly woman suddenly speaks, softly. "You're new." Daniel turns. "What is this?" She looks at him with sad eyes. "A journey. To where?" She pauses. "The last stop." Act 6, the others. Remember, one by one, the passengers begin to speak. Not to each other. Just out loud. The man in the suit. "I was driving home." The teenage boy. "I didn't see the car." The woman. "I slipped on the stairs." Daniel shakes his head. No, this isn't happening. The bus lights flicker. Outside, the city is gone. Only darkness. Hack Act 7, Daniel's memory. Daniel's breathing becomes uneven. "No, I just got on the bus." The boy looks at him. "Did you?" Daniel hesitates. Flash. Rain. Headlights. A horn. A sudden impact. Daniel stumbles back. "I was crossing the road." Silence. The woman nods gently. "Yes." Act 8, the final stop. The bus begins to slow. For the first time, it stops somewhere different. Outside, nothing. No street, no lights, just a vast, empty darkness. The sign above the driver changes. The doors open. No one moves. The driver finally speaks. A low, distorted voice. End of the line. Final act, the twist. The passengers stand, one by one. But instead of fear, they seem calm. The boy steps off and disappears into the darkness. The man in the suit follows. Gone. The woman stands beside Daniel. "This is where we get off." Daniel shakes his head. "No, there has to be something else." She gives a small, sad smile. "There isn't." She steps off. Gone. Now only Daniel remains. He looks at the driver. "What happens if I don't get off?" The driver slowly turns his head. For the first time, his face is Daniel's, smiling. Then you keep driving. Final scene, cut to the bus, driving again. New passengers board, confused, lost. At the front, Daniel sits in the driver's seat, staring ahead, unblinking. The sign flickers. Route, night service. Open quote. "We all take journeys, some long, some short, but every road, no matter how far it seems to go, has an end." For Daniel Reeves, the question was never where the bus was going, only whether he was ready to get off. Close quote. This one hits that. Quiet horror, slow dread, inevitable ending. If you want next, we can. Go full psychological horror for episode 6, The Door Idea, or flip it and do something more reality bending and less dark. What mood are you feeling now?